Hit it, Logan.
It's X After Hours Podcast with Mariah and Ty.
Your weekly download of X92.9's X Afternoons extracurricular activities. Enjoy.
This week on X After Hours.
That's why I was able to know who Meg Ryan was married to, and you weren't.
You don't do anything fun. You don't wear shorts. You don't golf. You're like, you know what I like to do? Play D&D and wear dark jeans.
And would you ever consider getting a spray tan with me?
Why do you think he's milky white? Look at those yams.
And we're back.
Wow, this seems like a long time since we've done a nap.
Sam waved like he could be heard through his wave.
No.
You can hear me.
Yeah, don't worry.
Everyone is back. Me and Mariah just finished recording a morning show for Beckler and Seanna while they were away, so we're super tired, but it could be super good. This podcast, who knows?
This is more of like a daytime podcast because we're actually recording this right after the morning show that we just finished.
It's 11:02 a.m. right now.
Yeah, like usually I'm not even in work yet at this time. All right, we'll start it off here. Welcome back. Thanks for listening. And if you're watching, we are drinking something. Wow, so fucking cool. Did you guys get this drink for me?
You said have something breakfasty because it is 11. I'm running on 3 hours, 55 minutes of sleep. We're drinking the Wize Lemonade Cotton Candy.
I think you're forgetting that you had like a 5-hour nap.
Doesn't matter, Mariah. Doesn't matter. I'm still so tired. If you wanted me to fall asleep on the podcast, I could.
Wow, who makes this? This looks fab.
Wize.
Where are they from?
Let's read the back of the cans for some riveting content.
Oh,
Vancouver.
They're from Vancouver.
Vancouver. That's pretty good. 0 sugar.
I thought it would be way more cotton candy.
me too. I'm a little
The
disappointed.
smell is fantastic. Like, it smells great.
But you know why? It's because there's no like fake shit in here that which is good. They're flavoring it. I don't know how you extract
like
real
water.
cotton candy. It doesn't taste like water.
I'm going to be honest, at 11 a.m., I think that's probably a better choice than something that has like 40 grams of sugar in it.
I wanted
No
to do a
sugar,
stout.
no carbs,
Stout.
gluten free.
Yeah.
Breakfast
What do they
beer.
put in here? If there's no, it says natural lemonade and cotton candy flavor. So what? You just boil down cotton candy? Isn't cotton candy sugar? How does that work?
That's a great point. I don't know how they do that.
Well, that's okay. It's not bad. I actually don't mind it.
It's good. So how did you like covering mornings for 2 days, Mariah?
I like it.
That's incredible.
Yeah. No. I'll just say this. I used to like exclusively be a nighttime person because, I worked at like the bar for a long time. Mm-hmm. So I was more on that clock. But I like getting work. This sounds bad. I love my job, but I like getting work done first and out of the way so that you have your day to like enjoy. Because I feel like with our time slot, we're on from 2 till 7 every day. I feel like I have to jam in a bunch of stuff to be productive before I come to work. And then I feel like I'm just anxious about getting my day started at work.
Do you find that you're like out of energy when you get to
Sometimes.
work at 2?
Sometimes
Just
I'm
tough.
a little gassed, but other times not. So I don't know. I thought waking up would be difficult. It's definitely not easy, but it's doable.
We got to write the news.
I like reading the news.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was one
We
of my
don't do news
favorite
on our
things
shows.
about going to broadcasting school. I was like, the news.
You
know?
like doing the news?
I don't know. I like reading the the thing that rolls.
Oh, well, we didn't do that. We had a Word doc.
Yeah,
were reading off of.
we wrote some super professional
If you could
news.
tell, if somehow they would listen back, they could probably hear us tripping up on the first newscast every time. Because we'd be like, that's not worded right.
Oh, that's okay.
And then we realized how much Beckler and Seanna talk in the morning, which is a lot. They do talk more than us. They have more breaks.
For anybody who obviously doesn't work in this industry, we schedule like talk breaks, which would allow us to see how many times throughout the music we're supposed to talk every hour. So, Beckler and Seanna, they're a little bit more, they got more years under their belt in this
Do you remember
industry,
this morning when we were talking and it was like our first break of the day and you were literally yawning while we were talking about the breakfast food?
You would catch me yawning in the afternoon here at work.
That's
I don't
true,
know.
to be fair, yeah. And I was yawning a lot too. Like, it's tough. Like, it's like shifting gears, like into reverse though.
Oh, but you're like, instead of going into first, you're just trying to start from
You're
third.
just
You're
going
like, let's go.
backwards. Like,
or
I
that,
finished
yeah.
work on Monday after the first shift and I walked the dog and then instantly fell asleep.
I didn't have that luxury.
You could have. You were getting a tattoo. You could have slept on the table.
Yeah, sure.
What do you think they're going to do? Draw on you?
With a needle that's moving in and out of your skin?
Sure.
Multiple
I
needles?
know a lot of people have fallen asleep getting a tattoo before.
Later on, I'll show you my tattoo via picture, and you'll see probably why I didn't fall asleep during it. But Sam, have you ever had to like do a job that was really like early in the morning or anything like that, or?
When I was at like a retail job, I used to have to do updates, and we'd have to be there at 5.
What's updates?
You do like a floor set update, so you change around all like the clothes.
Change the
and
mannequin
stuff.
poses?
Yeah, like that sort of stuff. You change the tables around, that sort of stuff. And
Ooh.
I'm not a morning person, so trying to get up and direct like 7 other people to do that was always a bit of a challenge.
Especially like probably, I hate to say this, but like mostly teenagers.
Yeah, like late teens or like early 20s, but it was just like I didn't love doing it, so I just.
Do you think anyone does love doing it? Do you think they wake up and they're like, I'm so excited to wake up and update the store today?
I think like the fanatics, yeah. Like everyone's got their like people who are ready to go. Like I know like even in like radio, there's some people who are like ready and energetic at like 5 in the morning, and I just don't understand how you do that.
Well,
I
day
couldn't
2,
do that.
I
But
was
they're
feeling
probably
pretty
really
good.
tired at 10 p.m., right? Whereas like you're just on your first hour of whatever video game
I
you're
might
playing.
make you guys a little jealous, but like coming in yesterday and getting in here at 1:30 and doing the show and then leaving at 7, that was the dream. That was
You
perfect.
like that,
I
hey?
love that. That was great.
Yeah, it's actually not bad. I don't mind it.
Sam Phelps covering the drive show, everybody.
Golf
Little
clap.
golf clap for you.
You know what I'll say? Another bonus for me is it took me 20 minutes to get to work
I
today.
know. I was like, but didn't it always take you 20
Yeah, your
minutes?
20
No, no,
minute
no. I always
estimate.
said it took me 25 to 32. That's the window.
To 32, so always 32.
Well, no, not necessarily. I can shave off a few minutes. But I will say it's just like there's nobody, and the 5, because I left my house at like 10 after 5. The 5-10er drivers in the morning do not give a shit about speeds. They don't care. They're flying on Deerfoot. I had somebody driving right behind me, just bumper to bumper, because I was going like 128, and they're like, "This isn't fast enough for me." I was like, "Wow,
Wow.
all right."
I was walking downtown to work at 5 a.m. It was great. You see some characters. That was for sure. Sam, you worked overnight, so you saw some characters downtown.
Oh, it was weird. It was weird. That's the one shift that I maybe wouldn't want to do again is the overnight, because I find like tons of energy from like midnight to like 3, and then you hit a wall at like 4 a.m.
I don't think that's normal for anybody to be doing that job or doing a job at that time. Like even like
Yeah.
hospital night shift workers, like they say, no matter how many years you've been doing it, it's still really
still hard.
fucking bad for you and hard.
Well, I know Matt did overnights too when he first got to X a long time ago. He said like 4 or 5 a.m. It was just like started to fall asleep basically.
But
You gotta
that must
keep
suck
yourself
when you
going.
see like Beckler and Seanna coming in and you're like,
How's it
I'm
going,
in the
guys?
AM.
What up?
Wow.
I don't know. I like going home and having a nap after. I'm pretty stoked for that. I'm really thinking about that today while we're doing this podcast.
I know. I was like, oh, I should take a nap. And then Mr. Bunce, he's off work right now. He's like, you ready to come home and help me with the deck? I'm like, no.
Oh, God, no.
I'm going
I'd
to
be
bed.
like, I am sleeping for sure. Put on a TV show and knock me out. Or I don't know how I'm going to do tomorrow.
Be fine. What do you mean? You have the ability to sleep in.
I guess I could sleep for 18 hours.
How
which
is
would
it
be
like?
nice.
I feel like when people are like, I need my 8 to 12 hours a day. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I could roll. I think I only slept for 6 hours. I'm not saying it's good. It's not ideal, but I don't feel like I'm gonna die if I don't get 10 hours of sleep.
I'm not a morning person at all. Like
You're pretty chipper here.
I hate doing.
I give yourself some credit. You're pretty chipper. You're more chipper than I am. You tried to phone me on the first day, and you were like, "Hey, are you up?" And I was like, "I can't hear you," and I just hung up on you.
That's because I have a paranoia of sleeping in.
Oh, okay.
Like the first day we covered the morning show, I woke up and like I had to override my body to get up and into the kitchen and make myself drink a coffee, and I just stood there because I was like, if I lay in bed, I'm gonna fall asleep.
Yeah,
Sleep through an
I
alarm
was so
for
anxious
sure.
about sleeping, and I woke up at 3, then at 3:15, then at 3:45, and then I.
That sounds like a refreshing
It's
sleep.
not.
That's
You're
nice.
constantly like.
Love a good 15-minute interval sleep.
That's totally healthy.
That's That's how you're getting that 6 hours and feeling
Actually,
good.
you're right. That's just normally me. I
You don't
wake up
ever hit
fucking
REMs.
panicking.
You're always just light sleeping,
Oh my God.
light resting.
I have to do that when I get up for like traveling and stuff. I have to put my phone like on the other end of the room because otherwise, if it's right next to me, I'll just hit snooze.
That's a
And I'll-
brutal tactic.
Oh my
really.
God.
So
But
I
what if
have
you
to
have
get
a
out of
weird
bed.
thought you have to Google it in the middle of the night?
Nobody fucking does that except for you.
I do that all the time.
The mind
I'll
of a
wake up in the middle of
genius.
the night and I'll be like, what happened to that actor? Why don't I see him anymore?
Actually, sometimes I will go on tangents like that, but it's not like from a dead sleep, and then I'm waking up and I'm like,
Oh, I'll
"Who's
do
Meg
that all the
Ryan
time.
married to?"
Yeah.
Remember this?
Well, that's why I was able to know who Meg Ryan was married to and you weren't. Who did you say it was?
No. I was getting Meg Ryan confused with Melanie Griffiths.
But who did you think she was married to in your head?
Melanie, is it Griffiths or Griffins? I think it's Griffiths. She was married to Don Johnson, and then she was married to Antonio Banderas.
Oh, yes.
But I was thinking of Meg Ryan. Meg Ryan's married to Dennis Quaid.
Oh, I think they're separated, actually.
Are they?
So I got a shot.
It's X After Hours with Mariah and Ty.
It's like X Afternoons, but in podcast form.
And we're back. Sam went on vacation. Mariah was on vacation all last week. I was all alone, so it was me and Todd Robin on the podcast. But Sam, where were you on vacation?
I went to Seattle and Toronto.
Let me ask you this: how do you afford to do that?
He was
Not
like, let's go
well.
to Seattle,
Yeah.
then Toronto.
Holy, but wait! You said that you went to Seattle first. You flew back to Calgary, and then you left from Calgary. To
Yeah,
Toronto.
because it was just cheaper to get a flight direct to Toronto than it
What
was
did
to
you-
change the flight.
What did you do? Lay out the itinerary.
Yeah, we went to Seattle. We went and saw some Blue Jay games.
Tell Mariah how many Blue Jays games you made your girlfriend go to.
No, wait! You're telling me you went to one in Seattle? You didn't go when you were in Toronto, or did you do
go
both?
to Toronto.
Yeah, guess how many
in a
Blue Jays
week.
games?
Again, how much money do you have?
Wait,
I
listen to this,
like-
listen to
In a
this.
week.
Imagine going to this many Blue Jays games with Mr. Buns.
In a week, I took Chloe to 4 Blue Jay games.
And think about how long those are.
Aren't MLB games like 7 hours?
No, they're 3 hours.
Oh.
But it's a slow 3 hours.
It feels like 7 hours. Could you imagine you're on vacation and your boyfriend's like, let's go to a baseball game again.
Again.
And then you're like, the second time, you're like, sure. And then he's like, again. And then it's like,
Another one.
and one more
Another
time.
one.
And then he tried again.
Oh, I
You
did
went to
it.
how many total?
4. I tried
pushed
to
for
get
5.
I tried to get her to go to 5, and she said, "Don't you fucking dare! Don't you dare!"
Again, I could see 2, but I mean, like, in different cities, too. Like, I'd be like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Can we see something else
Well,
here?
and so the other reason we were in Seattle was to see Paramore.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
then so we had all these Blue Jay games lined up, and then Chloe kind of got her thing with Paramore, and then Paramore got canceled.
Why? What?
Yeah, Haley Williams had like some sort of like throat infection or
Mm.
something. So they postponed the date, but it would have been like another like $2,000 to go.
She's
see
too busy
it,
going to
so-
Blue Jays games.
Yeah.
Oh, my
She lost her
God. Did you get
voice.
refunded? Did
Yeah,
you-
we got money back, but it was just like she's like, "Great, we came to Seattle to watch Blue Jays,
You
yay!"
didn't go see if there's like any other shows in town?
Or, like,
There was Taylor Swift, which I can't afford. So
in Seattle at that
yeah,
time?
yeah.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure for the price of 4 Blue Jays
You
games
could have
and
gone.
a Paramore concert, you could probably
Dude,
get into Taylor
the
Swift.
the price of 4 Blue Jays games didn't even add up to the price of 1 Taylor Swift
Spit
ticket.
some
But the
numbers. Spit
Paramore
some number.
refund.
We're all friends here.
Yeah,
What's one game cost?
$90 each.
That's
100
it?
$180. Yeah, we're not sitting in primo seats by any
That
stretch.
still seems expensive.
That
I don't know.
doesn't seem expensive
When
at
I was
all.
in New York, the Mets tickets were like $13.
Yeah, but you see, I'm a little
Yeah, because
pale
nobody's
boy.
watching them. Aren't
So
they
I
going to
gotta
watch
sit
the
under.
Yankees?
I gotta sit under a shade though. So
Oh.
yeah,
He's
I'm a little
allergic to
limited.
the sun.
You're
Yeah.
allergic to the sun.
Yeah.
No, he is. Don't laugh. It's
Is
a
he
condition.
actually?
Yes, you fucking.
Have we not dived
dink.
into that?
No.
He's allergic. He's a condition. Why do you think he's milky white? Look at those yams. I've never seen daylight before.
Yeah, me and Logan are also allergic to the sun.
You guys are all not. Yeah.
We're all
it's-
pale.
I feel bad.
What
for you
happens
guys.
if you get too much sun? Do you like
Die?
die?
I get like hypersensitivity.
He
So it's-
shrivels
I-
up into a cocoon.
If I put my hand under hot water, it feels like I'm being burned, and if I put my hand in cold water, it feels like Arctic.
How do you live your life?
So you're
How
like
have you ever showered?
gazpacho soup only.
Yeah.
How do you shower?
Well, when
comfortably?
when I have that going on,
He does a sponge bath.
no, I just
Is it always that you're sensitive?
no, just only when I get too much sun.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Oh.
If I get too much sun, I'll usually get that, and then like some swelling. Sometimes I get a little bit of bruising, that sort of stuff.
You get bruising from the sun.
Yeah.
Sun's kicking your ass.
What's this condition called?
How do you feel about the moon?
Shut the fuck up.
I'm wondering.
The-
Why can I ask these questions?
It's called erythropodoporphyria or something. It's like super rare.
Ooh, special.
But
Special
back
boy.
to the task at hand. We'll dive into why I'm pale as hell later.
Sure.
Then we went to Toronto.
Toronto.
Drove through the middle of nowhere in Ontario, saw an Arkell's show, which was super fun.
You rented a car?
We rented a car. By the way, don't rent a car in Toronto. Terrible idea.
Oh, shit.
Took me an hour and 25 minutes to get to the airport from Yonge Street. It was great. Like 18 kilometers.
So you saw that show, then you went back home, trip done. Now you're here
Yeah.
doing afternoons.
Yeah.
And would you ever consider getting a spray tan with me?
Fun fact.
We should do that.
I got a spray tan before my grad.
Oh, really?
high
Do you have
school.
pictures?
I do have pictures, and I'll throw one in here. I look hilarious because it's obvious. And I remember going to school the next day and having the hand tan,
Yeah.
and everybody's like, dude, you got a spray tan, guaranteed. I'm like, nope, wasn't a spray tan.
No.
Nope, wasn't a spray tan. They're like, dude, we can see the hands. Come on.
I would do it for a laugh if we all went and did it.
There's nothing wrong. If they're professionals, they'll make you look good.
Yeah, but I just think we'll all look really funny.
Could you imagine yourself with a spray tan and bleached fucking hair?
Oh, I know. Me and Logan should go. He's been rocking the shorts lately. Imagine spray tan legs. Just saying. Maybe I'd bust out the shorts then too.
I've actually never seen you in a pair of shorts in my whole time of knowing you.
We literally have gone on runs together. I'm not wearing denim while I'm going for a
No,
run
no,
with
but
you.
I've never seen you like casually wear a pair of shorts.
I'm not really a shorts guy.
Like we've never gone to a patio. Even actually last year when we were doing our patio parties at Skunkworks here in Calgary, you didn't wear shorts once, and it was like 34 degrees out every single time we
I
did
just
that.
don't really like shorts.
You're like, you know what? I like black denim, skinny pant too. It seals in the juices.
That's right. I don't know.
Why don't you like shorts?
If I wear shorts, I feel like I got to go be playing a game of horse, or 21.
There's more than just basketball shorts. Do you understand
Okay,
that?
volleyball. We can go hit the beach if you want, Mariah. Jeez.
Ty, you don't walk around in like your 4-inch, 5-inch inseam shorts everywhere?
Yeah, I pretty
Comfy,
much.
man.
I probably look like I'm ready to go play for the 1979 Celtics when I wear a pair of shorts.
What about golfing? Do you wear just golf pants?
I don't golf.
You don't do anything fun. You don't wear shorts. You don't golf. You're like, you know what I
Yeah.
like to do? Play D&D and wear
Golfing
dark
is
jeans.
fun. Super fun.
It can be fun.
Mariah, how was your vacation? What'd you get up to?
Wait, there was. Hold on. Before we go to me,
Oh, no.
Oh, he lost his wallet.
Oh,
don't
no.
try and get out of this here.
And guess what he was wearing when he lost his wallet? A pair of shorts.
Okay, let the man tell his story.
Oh, yeah.
So you alluded off the mic here. You're like, guys, lost my wallet. Girlfriend had to pay for everything. I was like, wow, coincidental.
So, when I went to pick up Chloe the day before we left, I loaded in all her luggage like the nice gentleman I am. And while I was doing that, I was, kind of like moving around trying to get things in the car. And I guess when I was doing that, my wallet fell out of my shorts, while we were doing that. And don't really think anything of it. Don't really check because what am I paying for before the thing? Like we didn't have to worry about anything. So we go to leave in the morning, and Chloe's like, you got everything? You got your passport, you got your phone, you got your wallet? I'm like, yeah, no problem. And then I tap my back pocket, and no wallet. Freak out, flip through everything in the house, tearing apart my room, tearing apart the living room. Nothing. Like, oh, shit. Maybe I left it at work. So I call Shauna. She's here early.
Well, this is before you left.
Before I left, yeah.
Oh.
Call Shauna. I'm like, is my wallet on my desk? Because I'm a fucking idiot. And she's like, no, it's not. Don't see it in the studio. Sorry, bud. Hopefully you find it. Can't find it. So get on the plane. No wallet. Paying for things with Apple Pay.
Oh my God.
And completely freaking out. Because the only thing you really have to pay for on vacation is like the hotel with a card. You can't tap for your hotel. You have to like insert, and they have to check the name on the card, right?
Or I guess you could like
Write a check.
no. But if they had your credit card on file, they would just charge it.
They still have to have it for the deposit, though.
Really?
Yep. Yep.
Weird. The States is
So,
weird. I feel like I've evaded that.
The
But yeah.
best part was, so we get to Vancouver for our connecting flight. and I get a message request from someone on Facebook, and it's just a picture of my face on my driver's license saying, "Is this you?"
Oh, that's nice.
And Chloe's neighbor found it on the road. So, no worries. Didn't have it the whole time, but we knew where it was.
I thought, sorry to interrupt you, I thought that you had lost it in the States. And I was like, there's no chance of you finding that again.
God. Oh my God. I'd have no money. It'd all be drained out of my bank accounts by now.
You didn't check for your wallet before you went to bed the night before?
No, I did not. I thought I had it.
Every
He's
time
like,
I go to
"I
bed, I
also
put
lost
my
my passport,
my
too."
wallet and
This is the thing,
keys
though.
together.
I'm real bad at just not putting things places.
In their
like
home?
Keys, lose them all the time. Like, shit like that.
I'm
So
the same as you.
I need a bowl. Or
you guys
like
are
a
going home. You
spot.
see your keys. You just like.
Pretty much.
No,
See where
I
they
have
go?
a spot for my keys, but I do move my phone around. Like I lose my phone quite regularly, probably twice a day in my own home.
I had to replace
Oh.
like all my cards and my license one time because when I was putting my laundry away, I put my wallet with my socks because I carried them from the laundry room, and
Weird.
then it was at the bottom of my sock drawer for months. So I just replaced everything and then found the wallet later. Yeah,
I've had to do that with a passport I put in the wash once, so
Oh,
I get it. That sucks.
I left a passport
Oh.
in an Uber, but the Uber delivered it back to me.
whoa,
Yep,
that's pretty solid.
it was really nice. Yep,
That's like the one thing I'm terrified of losing.
yeah,
Passport, holy.
can really
It's-
mangle you.
And it's not an easy thing to get a passport either. Like, it's not like a license where they'll just give you a new one.
No, it's a screening process. Identity theft, risk of that.
And how was your vacation, Mariah? Building a deck?
Oh God, I was actually talking about this on air. A staycation. Well, I went up to Edmonton for a little bit, but I didn't go anywhere like Sam did. A staycation is like, it can be really good or it can be not that enjoyable. And I had 50-50 of that. The first 2 days I was like, oh my God, this is great. I'm just gonna like hang out at home, do whatever. And then all of a sudden you get like the guilt because you're at home and you start to realize that there are 10,000 things you could probably do around your house that you're like, oh, I have the spare time now. I should wash these floors, I should take on some projects. So basically I had gone up to Edmonton the weekend before that, had a little staycation at home for the first weekend. Then my soon-to-be in-laws came down. We had to rip out our deck. We weren't planning on doing that. Then we saw it was all rotten, so we're like, let's do it. It took a lot of work. And then we were just going to like resurface it, right? And then we ripped off the top, and then we were like, oh, everything's just absolute garbage. So we had to do that, landscaped a bit. Then I went up to Edmonton again and did some wedding venue hunting, which, it's a little stress. Talking about spending money, it's hard. You got to find something that suits everybody's needs.
Is the price difference that much better in Edmonton versus Calgary?
A little bit, actually, yeah, I found. But also, like, I didn't want to make, like, all of our families up in Edmonton. I was like, I don't want to make everybody drive down here and, like, pay for a hotel or whatever. So I did that. But, yeah, a lot of physical labor. A lot of dog walking. A lot of spending money I didn't really have.
Exciting.
Yeah. No, I feel rested slightly. Oh, I went to a wedding as well on a Friday. And this was something I actually noticed from my staycation was I went to this wedding at this very nice venue outside of Edmonton. And, like when people RSVP and they say they're coming, you would assume that they're coming. You've been to many weddings. Sam, I don't know if you have or not, but we showed up at this wedding and the table in front of us, it sat 10. 5 people at that table did not show up who RSVP'd.
What?
That's
I was like,
crazy.
you may as well just have lit $500 on fire, like 100%.
Like,
No,
that's-
but in total, it's about like $100 to $130 for each person you invite usually. So I was like, what a bunch of dicks, I
Like,
felt
And
bad
you
for our
guys weren't
friends.
eating pizza pops or anything. Like, this was like a salmon dinner, I'm guessing.
It was very nice. Yes, it was really nice. So.
Did they tell the bride before, or was it like
Nope.
a no call, no
They
show
just
type
didn't
deal?
show up.
Wow.
Yeah, a couple of people said we knew a couple of the people and sent some texts to them. We're like, hey, are you coming? Like, dinner's getting served soon. And they were like, oh, yeah, didn't feel like it.
Didn't feel like it? I'd be like,
Yeah.
you're about to get fucking charged for not showing.
Well, I was like, okay, and I get it. Sometimes things happen. Like, I've had some instances where people have, like, haven't been able to come to weddings because something happened with their kid.
Or they got
couldn't-
sick.
or they got sick, or some vehicle troubles or something like that, or something serious, right? These people just blatantly were like, My boyfriend couldn't get off work, so I didn't want to come.
Were you just like, guess you just got uninvited to my wedding?
100%.
Your ass.
100%.
That's what I would have said. I'd been like, by the way, now you're not coming to mine.
I was like, I don't think people understand how fucking expensive it is to like invite somebody. So I just felt bad. I was like, wow.
If you miss the wedding, then like what you do is you like send a wedding gift that maybe covers your portion. Like
That's very nice.
Chloe
yes.
missed my buddy's wedding in Kelowna last year because she had to move into Brooks. And
But that's a serious reason why not to, like her
and
job.
I sent him an extra $150 more than I would have because it paid for what they paid.
Woo!
That's very nice
Yeah.
of you. So you get it, Sam.
Yeah,
You get
because
it.
like I don't know if you RSVP no, then you're absolved of everything. You don't gotta worry about it.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
agree.
That's wild.
I agree.
I just worked with Logan all week.
Yeah.
We work like dogs. And now it's time for the Hall of Fame, so I can tell you what happened last week on the podcast. I have the results going into the Hall of Fame. Last week on the podcast, it was myself and Todd Rodman. Yes, Sam?
I gotta flip the key.
Sam's got to flip the cameras. 5 seconds. And now it's time for the results from the Hall of Fame. So last week it was Todd Rodman from TSM, that sportsman on.
Todd's been doing the sports analyses on our show X Afternoons for a long time now, so I'm amazed you brought him on. That's fabulous.
Yeah, and he reviewed sports.
Okay, let's.
He just reviewed the concept of sports, and I reviewed the muff diver shot
Oh,
that I was given for my 30th birthday. And the muff diver shot won. Sports got 3 votes to the muff divers rest of the remaining percentage.
people
Like,
don't understand that, you know.
he reviewed sports.
I think people should appreciate the review. Do you have the review?
Do I have a clip of his review?
Yeah.
Right on me right now? I could probably dig one up and send it to Logan, and he could play it here.
Perhaps.
All right, I'm gonna review sports.
All right, which sport are you reviewing, Todd?
No, just like sports as a concept.
The concept of sports.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So what is it, a 10 out of 10 for you? Like you just like sports a lot, clearly?
I'd probably give it a 6.
You give sports a 6 out of 10.
Sometimes an 8, but honestly, sometimes I can't wrap my head around what I'm watching, so more like a 6, and it's just colors, you know.
So you're a sports reporter and you're reviewing sports as a 6 out of 10, 8 out of 10 on a good day.
A lot of them are average.
I guess that brings us on to our actual
Mariah and Ty's review of the week.
It's time for Mariah and Ty's review of the week.
Sam, you want to go first?
Yes, I actually brought a review this week.
Did you really?
I know,
This is
it's-
the first time ever, I think. No, you brought a record before.
Yeah, it's few and far between. And I did see Barbie and Oppenheimer, but I'm going to skip that. I'm going to do an actual product.
Wow.
shit.
So I have. set
I know what
up.
this is.
Yeah. All right, hold on. My mic is kind of a pain with this. It is a shirt that I got in the U.S. for my brother. And in the theme of Lil Wayne shirts, I thought it was perfect.
Oh, Wayne, baby.
Love playing as him in NBA 2K.
Best rapper alive. He does count himself as that.
It is the ugliest shirt I've ever seen. Even uglier than the one I gave to Mariah.
No, the one you gave to me is dope. I get a lot of compliments on that.
It's so ugly.
No, it's not fucking ugly. It's
well,
great.
I don't know. He's saying
That
it.
one's a little bit. Oh my God, he's
Throw
even
it
throwing
on the
Okay.
ground.
No, that one's a little bit more the hard marketing with the block letters and a little bit less finesse on there.
The best price I could have gotten on it, $7 in the U.S. in Seattle.
I paid you more for a
Yeah.
secondhand Lil Wayne shirt.
Well, that's Hollister pricing versus Abercrombie pricing.
Well, it's from Hollister.
Yeah.
Oh, the
I couldn't believe
competition.
it. They had like similar shirts like that for other rappers, like Eminem and stuff. But I was like,
Lil Wayne,
Lil
baby.
Wayne.
A Lil
Brother's
Wayne,
a big
please.
fan. So 10 lean drinks spilled into the carpet out of 10.
Jeez, okay.
Oh, that's funny. For myself, I'm not going to whip it out because I think that would just be inappropriate. But I will send you a screen cap of this here, Sam, which will go across the page. But I got a tattoo yesterday right after our morning show, and it is all bandaged up right here. on my gut. It hurt quite a lot, but I got a really good tattoo from an artist here in Calgary at a studio called Six and Grace. His name's Anthony Fleming, and he's been tattooing me for a couple sessions we've done. Finished up my big tattoo, and it was the coolest shit. It looks really good, and I was so impressed with the artwork because the face that I got on the side of me is probably like no bigger than a toonie. Yeah, no, it's like smaller than that.
It's
very
like
detailed.
the nipples on this plant.
There you go. Pretty much. That's actually pretty close, accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just thought it was a absolute fabulous thing. So I'm going to give it a 10 little nipple faces out of 10.
How much pain did you get when it was on like your ribs? Because I've gotten a tattoo on my thigh and that was just uncomfortable. But I feel like on your ribs, that's got to be pretty painful, right?
You know what?
It felt good. She liked.
I don't mind I actually don't mind it. There's some spots that don't bother me, and then other spots that do. Actually, kind of went up onto my stomach a little bit, and that was pretty painful on the side of the ribs, and up like into my armpit. I was like, wow, that's a feeling I don't care to feel again, but worth it, you know. So
I'm gonna review The Sun. I know Sam's not a fan of it.
Wow, that is prepared.
No, I took a photo last night of the sun because it was bright and red in Calgary, and I thought the Calgary sun's been looking quite nice the last couple days. The skyline.
I'm not gonna lie, when you pulled up, you're like, look at this sweet picture of the sun I got. I was expecting something that was not that.
I was busy. I couldn't stop and take like a nice photo, but
I thought you were gonna have like a nice
good.
sunset or something, and you're like, look at the smoky sun that's
looked
in this.
good. So I give it 10 out of 10 sun babies from Teletubbies. And it's been nice, you know. We've been waking up. We've seen the sun rise. We get to see it go down. And I did think last night when I saw it, I was like, that's my review. It's a damn good-looking sun. Todd Rodman reviewed sports last week. I figured you can give me some leeway.
That's right. Let's all take our cues from standards of work from Todd Rodman. All right. Well, we'll review our drinks now. I'm going to give this a 6.5 out of 10. Sorry, I actually really like the can and I like the concept of it, but it wasn't flavorful enough.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. It's just like if it's going to taste this bland, it should have 0 calories.
It does have 0 calories.
It does not.
Oh, it says no carbs. Sorry, 0
It's 100 calories,
100
so
calories.
100 calories?
5 out of 10.
I liked it, but I'm a big fan of like the neutral and like nude sodas and stuff, so this kind of tastes the same as that.
I think
dig
if it had some juice in it, it would spice it up.
Oh, with a little OJ
If it
or
tasted
something.
more like cotton candy, I'd like it. That's my take.
If
Yeah,
you
but then you
mix
gotta
this
get
with
sugar
like,
in there.
if you mix this with like cream soda, like Pink Crush,
Oh,
Ooh. That's a cocktail right there.
there you go.
get Matt Berry on it.
Anything else we have to say? I'm going to go have a nap after this. What do we got to say? I'm not thinking straight. Sam, anything?
I think we're good.
Mariah, anything?
I'm ready to go home.
Good night.
You've been listening to X After Hours podcast with Mariah and Ty.
You want more? Then tune into X Afternoons with these two live on Calgary's alternative X92.9 Monday through Friday 2 to 7 p.m. Mountain Time at x929.ca.
And don't forget to subscribe to this podcast and have the new episode of X After Hours downloaded weekly to whatever device you use.
I like my shorts on and my sweatpants down low.